game. Okay, so I have taken the Bluetooth off my phone. No more husband picking up my phone in the car and listening to the Saturday Style in the car. And I've also made sure that the rotation was the correct way around before I came on. Here we go, I'm already right. Well, I can see I'm slightly wonky. I think I'm gonna need to get myself a new tripod because, I mean, maybe it's because of the cupboards and because I'm at a bit of an angle, so I don't know. It's a bit disorientating when I look at it. So anyway, hello everybody, it's so lovely to see you. For those that don't know, I am Anne and I have got this YouTube channel, Two Little Girls Hairstyles, and I've also got my Instagram and my Facebook. I've got a TikTok and I just share hairstyles with you for yourself and for your daughters, and every Saturday we go live and we love it. So yeah, if you are new here, or even if you are here, for example, Nina has already said hello, so hello Nina. If you're here, I'd love you to just give me a little hello, let me know who's here, let's see where we're all from today. I wondered whether we'll be getting anybody in from America again. I mean, last week, I can't believe how I completely forgot Rachel from Arizona. Her name completely went out of my head. Well, no, her name didn't, just the location, then later on her name as well. So it's just about being live, isn't it? You just got to keep going with the flow, and all of a sudden, like, the name just went completely out of my head. So last week, talking of Rachel, I'm pretty sure it's Rachel. Rachel, remind me if I'm wrong, that I'm pretty sure, oh, Rachel, you're here. Hello, gorgeous. No, Rachel, was it you that was telling, that you went, oh, I've never thought about using ribbons in hair. And I was like, right. Next week, we're doing ribbons because I love ribbons in hair. Absolutely love ribbons in hair. So we're going to do a ribbon style. Now, I have already got a very simplified version of a 4-strand ribbon braid. Everything goes out of my head. Oh, I know, me too. Maybe it's my age. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to do a 4-strand. Now, don't panic, okay? Please do not worry, anyone. Yes, Rachel, I thought it was you. Are you having your breakfast? Yes, so we will, oh, it's 9:30 there, isn't it? So maybe your brunch? Or maybe you're just, you know, ready for the day. Yes, so we're going to do a 4-strand, but it's going to be 3 strands hair, 1 strand ribbon. Now, I know, Nina, you can already do this, so maybe you'll be able to help me in the comments, because I know Brigitte, who's like meditator. She's a moderator. Somehow she got the job of being moderator. YouTube obviously just selected her. I don't know. But yeah, she's not here. She's working in a restaurant for the next 3 weeks. So we're going to miss Brigitte and her 2 daughters because they always come along and they're so lovely to be in the comments. But anyway, Nina, I know you are very good at the 4-strand ribbon braid. So maybe you might share some tips with people. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I have left her hair wavy, okay? Does scare you? Please don't let it scare you, because honestly, right, first of all, I have got a very, very simplified version of this braid on my YouTube channel where I use coloured hairbands on the pieces of hair to just pass the hair, so it's so much easier, okay? Do not worry, I did this. Well done, you're so good, Nina. Yeah, so honestly, do not worry, if you don't get it today, go back to my YouTube channel, go and find that video. In fact, maybe I'll share a link to it in the group. So I think you're in the group, Rachel, but if you're not in the group, there's a link to the group in the description of this video, okay? So we're going to go for green, because I just absolutely love green. Green is my favourite colour. Okay, but what I was saying was her hair is all wavy. It's just been in a plait this week, and I thought it would be nice to leave it wavy because not everybody has got the same hair texture as my daughter or this doll. Some people's hair, some children's hair is wavy and has got a bit of a curl in it. So I just thought I'd show you a style, not always on a straight hair. I thought it might be quite nice. I did consider straightening it, but I thought let's just go wavy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a small elastic, okay, just a small one. And sometimes, don't know about you, just to be a little bit of a tip, I sort of put it on my finger, just like that, and then it's sort of ready. All these little time-saving tips, they really, really help, don't they, in the morning when you're getting ready for school, or, to be honest, when you're just trying to keep them to sit still, because they are little wiggle bums sometimes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the temples. But you could go from here if you wanted to, but if you go from here, we're not going to get very much room for very much detail, okay? So going from the ears to do this top section, I don't think it's going to help this style look as good as it can do, okay? So I'm going to go from sort of in between the ear and the arch of the brow. I'm going to go from like here, okay? So I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to pull them towards myself like this. Now, I said to you before that when I do it with my fingers on this doll, I never get a great, parting lines. So, I mean, I don't have to do this with my daughter, but on this doll I do. So, I mean, maybe you are the same. So I'll just go around now and just neaten off that parting because I like it to be neat. So I'm just going to use my comb. Now this comb, there's a link to this comb in the description box of the video. It is expensive, but I do really love it. But they don't ship to the UK. So somebody last week did say that you can find these on Amazon. So if you use the link that I've got, you get 10% off because they are a bit pricey. But they won't ship here because of taxing laws or something. I'm not sure. Something has changed. So if you want it, try Amazon because apparently they will... I don't know why I said Amazon then. Amazon. Yeah, they will... Apparently they have got them. And, I mean, if you've got Prime, they'll send it out to you for free, won't they? So that's great. Okay, so I've done this top section. I've combed it through. Going to the little elastic that's on my finger just here. I'm just going to tie it off. Now to tie it off nice and neatly, okay, very much like when I do my ponytails, I'm going to pull the hair through, but I'm not going to pass it. I'm going to keep my hand where it is because my hand is resting on this part just here, keeping it nice and neat, stopping it from getting any bubbles. I'm going to just pull out any little bits of hair that I got caught up, so I don't want all those little extra bits in the elastic. They've just got caught up there. Now I'm going to get the elastic, give it a twist. Oh, got another hair there. Let's get it out. There we go. And I'm going to give it a twist. And now I'm going to hold on to the hair, flick it through, and then pull this hair out. Because I think if you don't pass the hair backwards and forwards so much, it just helps to stop this bit getting lumpy and bumpy. I don't know about you. My daughter has got a lot of hair, so it does often get lumpy and bumpy if I kind of go backwards and forwards too much. Okay, so I've done it a few times and I can just pull that out with one go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull on this slightly just to soften up that parting line. I don't want to see the hairlines. I just want it to look a little bit prettier, a bit softer. I don't want to see these great big stripes in her head, seeing this, like the skull. Okay, now last week the amazing Amber was braiding along with us, and then the week before that, oh my gosh, these glasses are disgusting. The week before that it was Sky. So I'm just going to have a little look and see who's here. Although I can see that my laptop is just buffering. So actually, I don't think my comments are going to be running through. Let's see. No, my laptop, let me just see if I refresh you. Come on, little laptop. It's refreshing. Here we go. Right. Yeah, no, that is a good tip. Sometimes I have, so Rachel's saying that is a good tip. Sometimes I have to let go of the hair and go reach for my band. Yeah, this is it. So, you know, just to be, and they just fit on your fingers so easily. So it's a great, I think it is a little good little tip. Okay, so I was going to talk to you also about these today, okay? So these are both clips, okay? This one is great because it's kind of got an archy, bendy, pivoty bit just there, okay? She's scared. Strand scared her. No, honestly, Scar, you were amazing last time. I'm sure you can do this. So this is really great for sectioning hair out of the way, but because of the teeth, it can kind of catch. This is nice and smooth. So for what we're going to do today, I'm going to use this smooth sectioning clip, okay? Because, well, in fact, I'm getting ahead of myself. What I need first is my ribbon. So I'm going to use the ribbon, and I get the ribbon on the roll from eBay. This is 25, oh, it's 25 meters, but I'm pretty sure this is a 1 centimeter satin. Okay, so to get this the right length, I'm just going to measure it against her hair, and I wanted to start from there, and I'm just going to have it so it goes slightly longer than her hair on both sides. So I'm going to cut the ribbon just there. And then last week I was showing you how you can finish the ribbons off neatly because ribbons will fray. So what we do is with a flame, you can just melt the ends. Can you see that? Oh, Caroline, hello. Well, so far I've just tied it up and I've just been chatting. I've just told everybody that, you know, I'm prepared. I've prepared myself against any attacks from my husband ruining, sabotaging things. So just been chatting. There we go. So just use this. Now I have to admit that this is really good, but also you can just use a hob on your cooker. Just sort of, you know, when you put the flame on the gas, you can just sort of waft it through a little bit. Sky, don't recommend you doing this. I think that's a mummy only job, okay? So just let your grown-ups do that bit for you. Okay, so I'm going to get this ribbon and I'm going to get them to meet up. Thank you for giving me a like, whoever that was. It's really lovely when you like this video because it helps my video to be seen by other people. And then we get more people in our little hair community, and it's lovely because it's growing all the time. I noticed this week that the Facebook group has got to 1,400. It's 1.4. Can't believe it. Okay, so I found the centre of my ribbon now. And what I want to do is I'm going to wrap it around. Now, last week I said about putting the ribbon through the elastic so that if the ribbon came undone, you wouldn't lose your ribbon. You don't need to worry with this because we're going to do so much to it. There's no chance of losing it. So I'm just going to wrap it round. I'm going to wrap it around a few times just because I like the way it looks. Okay, so I've wrapped it by starting at the top. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flick that bit forwards. Oops, may need to get a clip. Where did I put that clip? There it is. I'm going to use this clip that hasn't got any teeth. And now it's here. Just make sure it sort of sits nicely. And I'm going to do that sort of grandad knot. I'm going to call it a grandad knot because I think that was what Brigitte said I think it was Brigitte who said it was her granddad that taught her this knot. But anyway, I learnt this knot in a shoe shop in Clark's in England when I think my children got their first lace-up shoes. So if you put this ribbon through 2 times, it doesn't come undone. So when you do it into when you do the loop and you do the knot, if you go round 2 times, it just keeps the knot and it won't come undone, which is so good because you just do 1 time, it just unravels. Okay, so look at that. We've now got this ribbon sitting. Oh, I'm just going to make that a bit neater. It's got a bit wonky. It's gone wonky on the knot. Never mind. There we go. So we've got a nice green bit at the top there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the ponytail and I'm going to part it in 2. And I'm using this just so I get a nice neat part all the way through because it's quite a bit of hair there, so I want to make it as fairly neat as possible. Okay, so I'm going to put this part up and out of the way, and I'm going to use this clip again because it hasn't got any teeth. So it's going to go on nicely and it won't cause any lumps or bumps when I pull it out. It won't get caught or snag. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is start the 4-strand braid. Now, nobody worry, okay? Nobody panic because you're going to get it. I think what I'll do is if I get her really close for you. And remember, like I said, if you think this is going to be too tricky, okay, just watch. We're going to do it a few times. And I always found that doing this braid, I had to talk. I couldn't talk to my daughter and do the plait. I had to just be talking to myself all the time. And you'll see why in a moment. But if you still think this is too tricky for you, then I have got a very, very step-by-step version of this on my YouTube channel where I break it down even more and you will get it so easily. So normally when you're braiding, you can either go, so you see you've got the 3 pieces, you can go over, and then over, and then you can go over, and then you can go over, can't you? So you've got your 3 strands, just going over, and over, and over. Okay, are we happy with that? Hopefully you're happy with that. That's just a regular braid going over and over and over, okay? But we can also braid, and this is where you get the Dutch braid or the cornrow, when you pass the hair under, so you're passing it under, and then you're passing it under again, passing it under, and then passing it under again. So you're still getting that plait, but the strands are crossing underneath, okay? Right, so far, hopefully we're okay, all right? So we've got over, over, and then we've also got under, under. So this is an under, under plait. The first one was an over, over plait, okay? Now we're going to add in the ribbon, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put the ribbon just here, okay? So we're going to have hair, hair, ribbon, hair, okay? Can you see that? All right. So what we're going to do now I might redo this because when I'm going slowly, I tend to kind of not make it so neat. So I'm going to go, so can you see here, we've got 1, 2, 3. There's your third one. Don't worry about that. Okay, there's your 1, 2, and 3. And then here, we've got 1, 2, and 3. So we can count 1, 2, and 3 from the left, and we can count 1, 2, and 3 from the right. So to begin with, I'm going to go from the left, and I'm going to go over, and I'm going to take this green one over. All right, that is the first bit done. Now I'm going to go onto this side, the right-hand side, but this time I'm going to go under, and now this one is going to go under. All right, because we've got, don't worry about this one that's in my hand over here, just look at these ones that I'm sort of waving. Here we've got 3 strands. So with these 3, in fact I can even put that one down. Here are my 3 strands. I'm going to go over, and then I'm going to go over, okay? Now, I don't want that one anymore, so I wouldn't normally let go of it, but just so you can see, now I've got 3 strands. Okay, so I'm going to go under, and then I'm going to take this one under. And then you come back over here, and then you've got, oops, catch that bit there. You've now got an over, over, then you've got under, under. So from the left, we're going to go over, over, but then when we braid from the right, we're going to go under, under. And can you see this happening? You can see it happening. It's lovely. It's such a pretty braid. Let's see if that makes it a bit easier for you to see. Okay, so from here we're going to, so from the left, I don't know if is this the left on your side? I'm not sure. My left, anyway, the side with the bracelet on is going to go over, over, and then on this side over here, we're going to go take the 3 strands under and under. And while I'm doing that, this one's just kind of in my finger here. I'm not using it. So now this one's just in my finger. I'm not going to use it. I'm not worrying about that. I'm just going to use these 3. 1, 2, 3 bit, third bit being the ribbon. Over, over. Now under, under, over, and over. And then you will get quicker. But like I said, don't try and have a conversation when you're doing this plait to begin with, because you want to remember that sort of, I did not know that's how you do 4 strands. Such a clear expression. Ah, great. I'm so pleased you like it. So, I mean, that looks okay, doesn't it? But I think I'm just going to go through it again, just do a bit better, bit neater. And I'm going to show you how we can sort of really make this even nicer. Okay, so you can keep it really tight, but if you do this plait too tightly, you're going to end up with the ribbon in the middle making the plait kind of want to twist itself. So you need to be quite loose with this plait. So from my left, just let me know, is my left the same as your left? Is that what it is? I don't know. I hope it is. But let's see. While you're letting me know if is my left, this is my left. Do you see it as your left, or anyway, hopefully you're able to follow, even though I'm saying opposites to what you can see. So, don't worry, she's scared of fire. Oh, well, you just have to be safe with fire. So that's Sky. Yep, so don't use fire. Brianna, you're so wonderful. Thank you for your lovely stuff. Oh, Brianna, you are so lovely. Thank you so much for coming on our live. So lovely to have you here. I hope you are enjoying this one. She's just playing with her doll's head tonight. Okay, Sky, would you know, just keep practicing. Oh, Lucy, thank you so much for liking it. It's really lovely. When you give me likes, show me your appreciation. It's really, really lovely. Thank you. Caroline says, Alicia is here and says, hi to everyone. Hi, Alicia. Thank you for joining us. Do you like ribbon braids, Alicia? That's what I'd like to know. Christina, a bit like, well, Christina, do you know what? It's lovely to have you here. So thank you very much. Caroline loves a 4-strand braid. Yes. What? And then Rachel, like with an exploding like emoji heads, going, what? I did not know that's how you do a 4-strand braid. Such a clear explanation. Thank you. Yes is okay. Great. So we are going to continue then. Okay. So now we've got that then. So Rachel, you don't even need to go and watch the very, very, very basic one on my YouTube channel. You've got it. You've got it now. So it isn't that tricky, but what I would say is you want to kind of keep it loose. Don't do it too tight. Otherwise, when you let go, it kind of wants to spin and rotate itself. Okay, so I'm getting my 3 pieces. I'm splitting the hair into 3. Okay, and I'm going to pick up this ribbon and I'm going to put it here. So I've got hair, hair, ribbon, hair. And I'm going to go over, over. Now I'm going to go under, under. Now I'm going to go over, over. Just get my hair. Oh, stop the hair getting entangled at the bottom. Now I'm going to go under, under. Now I'm going to take this one over, over, under, under, over, over, under, under, over, over. Now before I go any further, I'm just going to get the pieces in my hands. I'm just going to slightly just pull on those edges. You will be able to pull this as much as you want to. You'll be able to, I love having a little play with my daughter's hair, and I pull it as far as I can, and I can make some really massive, massive loops, bumps, I'm not sure what you'd call them really, in it. Just as long as you're holding this part of your, as long as this hand is loose, you just sort of, you're using your thumbs, but you're sort of pulling outwards. Doesn't that look pretty? I think 4-strand ribbon braids are just beautiful. And like Rachel from the beginning, I hope she doesn't mind me saying, she was like, oh my gosh, that really scares me. But actually, you know it's fine. It's not scary. Now I'm coming back to here, and I'm kind of coming back to it after doing the pulling. You might think, oh, I've lost my place, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I can see the ribbon is on this hand, so I know I need to go hair, hair first. So because I've got to go the 2 bits with the hair, and they're going under on that side, I know I'm going to have to start over here. So under, under, over, over. Under, under, over, over. Under, under, over, over. Under, under, over, over. Okay, I'm just going to hold those back again. Just going to pull on those pieces just here. I think this is so cute. And the green is lovely. I just love adding ribbon to hair. This is great for sports day. It's great for just, you know, showing your uniform. I think it's really cute when they have the same colours of their uniform in their hair. It's really, really lovely. Or, you know, for a wedding or First Holy Communion. I've done First Holy Communion hair before with white ribbon. So pretty with the white ribbon in it. You can also use a string of pearls. String of pearls is really, really gorgeous in there. You could use chain. You know, it doesn't have to be ribbon. That 4th strand, although it's like the 3rd one, is as long as it's long and you can kind of plait with it, you can use chain. You can use beads. You could use what's it called? Like cord. You could use, what else could you use? A scarf, hair scarf. Okay, so there we go. There's that one done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just finish it with a bobby pin, just like this, okay? There we go. I think though, I'm just going to give it a second bobby pin. Like that. I'm just going to close my window because I've just been spotted. Bye, a little neighbour's child. And he's just out there watching me now. Okay. What is she going on about? Okay, and now she's standing there like an actual audience. Okay, right. So now I've done that one, I'm going to come over to this side. So I'm going to get my 3 pieces. Now, you know when I do the rope twists, I always say, right, I want it to be sort of symmetrical. I want it to be the same. So a moment ago, I had it where I had the ribbon like here. Well, now I want the ribbon to be here. And you don't have to do this, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure that I go under on this side, over on that side. So I'm swapping it. So you don't have to do this. It's just me. Oh, gosh, hang on a minute. You don't have to do this at all. I just... that boy outside my window is making me nervous. I've never had anybody standing outside my window watching me. It's like a proper live. Okay, right. So where am I? Here. Oh, I've completely lost the plot now. I'm just going to go with it. Right, I'm going to go under, under. And on this side, I'm going to go over and over. I feel like I'm blushing. Okay, under and under. And then on this side, I'm going to go over and over. Okay, so I'm going to go under, under. And on the inside, I'm going to go over, over. Under, under, over, over. So I'm not really chatting to you very much today because I'm just so busy repeating my mantra of under, under, over, over. But hopefully it helps you to understand that it is as easy as that. You know, if you just get it going, eventually your hands will pick up the mechanics. But can you see how on the outside of her head I was doing unders, but on the inside I was doing overs? So now you can see how they're going out at the same way. Does that make sense? I mean, it's just a little OCD thing that I've got. But it's like when you do the rope twist. If you're doing more than one rope twist, I always think it's nice to kind of do the opposite direction on the opposite side. I just think it just looks nice. It just makes it more symmetrical looking. But it's not necessary. So, I mean, if you are just mastering the 4-strand ribbon braid and you know how to do over, over, under, under, just stick with that. It's fine. Just go with that. But if you wanted to, so for example, Nina, you said you've already come knowing how to do the 4-strand ribbon braid. Maybe this is a way to sort of up your braid game a little bit and try and do it so it's more symmetrical when you're doing them as a pair, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just finish that off. That little boy has now ridden off on his bike. I don't think he was too interested in ribbon braids. Okay. Clipping those off. So I did 2, so I just was thinking it'd make it more secure. Okay. Alicia says, yeah, I love ribbon braids. Oh, great, Alicia. Rachel, oh, I'm so excited to try this. I feel like I can handle it now. Great. I'm so pleased. That's what I'm here for. I'm really, really pleased. You feel like, do you know, I'm getting so hot now. I've shut the window. It's really warm in the UK today. I don't know where this weather was when it was like the summer holidays. Right. Let's see. Nina, it is so gorgeous. I struggled with the ribbon, but when I used a braid as a 4th strand, it worked, mate. Yeah, brilliant, Nina. Different colour plaited would be gorgeous too. A different colour hair. Yeah, definitely. You could definitely use some hair extensions, couldn't you? I think you'd probably want to snip it off at the end because the hair extension is probably going to be longer than your daughter's hair. But yeah, that would be really nice. Nina is making perfect sense. Great, great. Oh, okay, I can relax now. That was ever so strange. I've never been like actually watched through the window before. Okay, right. So I'm just going to put those up there for a moment. Now your daughter could possibly hold them, or maybe depending on however long they are, you might have to clip them, or just, you know, do whatever is going to keep them out of the way. Just for this moment, I'm going to put my hands together. So I'm putting my fingers into the ears like this. I'm going to go down from the centre. And then I've shown you this before. With a normal neck, you've got like a dimple there, so you can kind of then take the 3rd place. So I never know if I'm getting it dead centre really on a doll, but that's pretty good, isn't it? That looks pretty good. Also, because I'm a bit wonky because I'm doing it for you guys to see as well. Okay, so I'm going to go for bunches again because I just love bunches. And I just think this looks really lovely. But this, you could do this with, you know, I just think this looks super duper pretty. And as we're talking about ribbon, I just thought it was a really nice one to do. It really shows off the ribbon nicely without you having to be able to do it as a ribbon braid. Oh, Lucy, I've just spotted your message. How do you do a French plait? Well, Lucy, my lovely, I have got on my YouTube channel, I have got a step-by-step tutorial on how to do a French plait on your own hair. And also a tutorial for how to do a French plait on a friend's hair or a daughter's hair, okay? And there's also a link in the description below so you can find out how to do that braid, okay? So if you go on the description of this video, you will find I think I've added a couple of tutorials I think people might be interested in. So step-by-step French braid, a step-by-step Dutch braid, all the braids that people quite often will say to me, oh, I really can't, you know, how to do it. Okay, now with this, what we can do is we can get my little pull through just here. Okay, and I'm going to get my ribbon and I'm going to just wrap it around and around and around. You could get yourself more ribbon and you could finish it with bows. Maybe you've got green bows you could add here. I'm just going to go round and round and round and round and round until I've used up all the ribbon. I probably used too much ribbon. I didn't need it to be that long in the first place. Once I've got it nice and short, I'm just going to tuck it through there, find the end, and then I'm just going to pull it through. Ooh, like that. Okay. Maybe I should have probably done it from the back, then you wouldn't have seen it. And then you've got it just like finished off nicely, that little ribbon. But like I said, you could always tie ribbon on there. You can now come back to these and you can kind of pull them out a little bit more. Just so cute, isn't it? And, you know, if you are new to 4-strand braids and you're not quite ready to start doing them as a Dutch braid just yet, you'll get there. But for now, this looks really pretty, just sat on top of a ponytail, on top of a pigtail. And I just think, you know, you could have had it as one at the top and just gone down to a ponytail, but having the two, I just think gives you extra ribbon. So you get extra colour in the hair. I mean, just look, how cute is that? I love that. How's that looking on there? I think it's looking very Christmassy, actually. This green ribbon is quite a Christmassy green, isn't it? So there you go. We're getting in there for Christmas already, guys. We're getting prepared. You get this cracked, get this mastered. You'll be able to get this out for any family party you go to and really impress everybody. They will love how gorgeous this is. I mean, you can get thin tinsel, can't you? Like, you know, you can get, and in fact, you can get like the beads at Christmas time. Just go back and sort of pull these out a bit. Just to, now I don't tend, you see this one here, this loop, I wouldn't pull these two bits. You know how I'm pulling these loops? You don't want to pull these very top ones because they're just going to clash against one another. So you want to kind of leave those tight, but then you can kind of go from there. But I just think it's such a pretty style. You get lots of that ribbon without having to know how to do complicated, intricate braids. It looks really, really lovely. And I don't think I would add loads of bows to this because I think the detail is in the ribbon that's coming down here. So I think just keeping it simple with having the ribbon wrapped around it. But, you know, sometimes more is more, isn't it? So, and little girls, they do love bows. So just do whatever's going to work for you, whatever your little girl likes. I mean, you can always just finish this with a hair wrap. You don't even need to finish it with these green little ribbon wraps. But I just thought I'd finish it with the ribbon wraps. Now, these ribbon wraps are going to be really super duper long because I kept my ribbon a bit too long. But rather than cutting them and making them a bit shorter, I'll just wrap the hair around a few more times. And then I'm going to put it through this little topsy tail and then just pull it through. Oh, get it underneath that little loop. There we go. Put it through the ponytail and then it's hidden. Oh, there we go. Hidden in the hair. Okay. Well, that didn't hide very well, but anyway, we'll just cover that up. No one will know. No one will ever know. There we go. So, there it is. Let me give you a little sort of spin from the side. I've never done this, have I, on the lives? Like, done a spin so you can kind of see it all the way, like a 360. So, here we go. There it is. Love it. So nice. Like, and I'm, you know, you guys, you're clever ladies. You know what I mean about this symmetrical thing, don't you? The way this sort of, they're going that way, but that only kind of works. Just pull that down a bit. I can see that's a bit wonky. That only works if you kind of do the opposite. So kind of make sure your outside strands are Dutch, or if this is outside, if this is over, then make sure your inside ones are under. Whichever you do the opposite on the other side. Okay, just like symmetrical. And then there is it. That's that. It is really easy. I mean, that didn't take me very long to show you. I had the little boy outside, like, making me really nervous. And I've still done it in, like, less than half an hour. And that was with me chucking on. I even showed you, to begin with, how to do it, like, slowly. So, I mean, how cute would these be, like, if you curled them or just leave them like that. They've gone a bit puffy today because, like I said, it's had a little French braid in it. So, it's all a bit wavy. So let's see. Yeah, so that's that. Nina, perfect sense. Absolutely love it. Oh, brilliant, Nina. I'm pleased you like it. Sky does it too. I love everything symmetrical. I do. I love everything symmetrical. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to seeing your recreations of these. Don't forget to put them in the group so we can always have a little look at them. It would be really, really lovely. I hope you've enjoyed today's live. It's been really, really lovely. It's been short and sweet, hasn't it? But yeah, I hope you really like it. Like I said, there's a couple of tutorials in the description if you want to go back and find out how to do a French or a Dutch braid. I am here every Saturday at 5:30 to do a Saturday Style with you. There's a link to our Facebook group if you want to join that and share your styles with us. If you have enjoyed watching this, it'd be lovely if you just can boop that like button and just show me that you liked it. It's really, really lovely when you hit the like button, and then I can see that you really like it, and it's really nice. And then it helps Facebook to show me to other people. So thank you very much. Oh, Rachel, I'm so pleased you've enjoyed it. Well, you enjoy your Saturday because you've still got a whole Saturday ahead of you, haven't you? Here, it's tea time, bedtime. And then, yeah, it will be Sunday. So, yeah, you enjoy your Saturday, Rachel. And the rest of us in the I think the rest of us in the UK, I'm pretty sure everyone else is UK. I'm not too sure about Christina, actually. Christina may be from America. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so until next time, be sure to subscribe to this channel and then you will get notified when this comes live again next week. Okay, take great care. See you soon. Bye. Oh, pressing the wrong thing.